dedicated to eastern and southern Kentucky. This is WYMT Mountain News Weekend Edition.
Good evening, I'm Keaton Hall. The Van Leer community of Johnson County has experienced a loss following the death of a longtime community volunteer. WYMT's Alyssa Williams checked in with the loved ones of Tina Webb to learn more about her life and the legacy she leaves behind.
Many may say 65-year-old Tina Webb was the glue that held several Johnson County communities together.
She was just there for everybody, and she would do anything for everybody.
Webb died on Saturday following a battle with cancer, but throughout her life, Webb was best known as a volunteer, serving as a Kentucky Apple Festival board member for many years and holding the title of director of the Van Leer Historical Society Coal Miners Museum for 2 decades.
Small communities rely on advocates like Tina to make sure that we have opportunities for visitors, for our residents in our communities. It's absolutely imperative. You know, she was a true Appalachian, and she cared about her family and her community, and she shared her talents and her time freely with everyone.
Webb's daughter, Takina Castle, says her legacy will also live on through the countless lives she has impacted.
There has been so many young adults right now that has came through this building from this Van Leer area that have come from really, really bad homes, and they would come here to the museum every day. They'd get off the school bus and come here and hang out with Tina, and you know, I knew how amazing she was, but I didn't really know how amazing and how many lives that she's saved.
Those who knew Webb best say her shoes will never truly be filled.
She's here. Because I told her, I was like, we got to have help for the haunted house. I was like, you know, we can't do this without you. So she's sure. I mean, it's overwhelming. And it's something that you really don't think you could ever live up to, but I'm going to try.
Celebrating the life and legacy of Tina Webb. In Johnson County, Alyssa Williams, WYMT Mountain News.
Castle says in the future she hopes to host a celebration of life event in Webb's honor, filled with good food and music. But for now, Castle says anyone planning to attend Webb's funeral needs to pick up a Blame It On My Van Leer Roots shirt from the Van Leer Historical Society. Castle asks everyone to wear those at the funeral to honor Webb. We've got more details on Webb's funeral service at WYMT.com.
A gloomy, chilly, and soggy night continues across the mountains. We are still watching out for a few showers out there as well. Here's a look at First Alert Pinpoint Doppler. As you can see, spotty showers do continue. We are tracking some light to moderate rainfall over the Big Sandy, places in Lawrence County over into Wayne County, West Virginia. Also a few spotty showers now south of Prestonsburg and Floyd County, also stretching into Martin County near Inez, and a few more showers near West Liberty and Morgan County from Beattyville and Lee County over into Jackson and Breathitt County as well, and a few more spotty showers over the Cumberland Valley from Middlesboro and Bell County up to near London and Laurel County as well. So spotty showers, they will continue as we go into tonight. Here's a live look from UVA-wise. It's foggy, it's chilly, it's soggy. That current temperature 50 degrees. And we are watching out for some fog as we go overnight. So be sure if you have any plans to A, grab the umbrella, and B, be sure to give yourself plenty of time because some fog is going to be possible. Those temperatures stay chilly tonight, middle to lower 50s, but a warm up is on the way by this time next week. All those details coming up in just a few minutes. Keaton.
Thank you, Cameron. Authorities in Henderson, Kentucky say they believe they found the body of a missing inmate. Police say a body was pulled from the Ohio River on Sunday, and they believe it's escaped prisoner Bradley Gillespie. He broke out of a prison in Lima, Ohio last Tuesday, along with another man, James Lee. Investigators say both men hid in a dumpster at the prison before making their escape. Police recaptured Lee last week, but Gillespie was still on the run. Authorities say they will conduct an autopsy Tuesday to help identify the body found. Spring leads to many different weather patterns between hot and stormy, and with construction season also underway, crews are tasked with working on repairs while watching the fast-changing weather. Heavy rain can slow down embankment and asphalt repairs as the water washes away soil and rock. Kentucky Transportation Cabinet Public Information Officer Shantana Woodward says crews try to utilize as much time during the day as they can.
Our crews work a varied schedule. You know, we'll come in at 7 o'clock and work till 3. You know, that way we'll have utilize the most daylight and things. And it's not as hot for them to work, you know, and things too. So we're used to it. It's construction season. We're used to it being this time of the year for repairs.
Woodward also says crews work to keep drivers safe, but it's also important that the public be observant of the road signs so they don't drive through a construction site. The Better Business Bureau wants you to be on the lookout for potential scams related to Memorial Day. Memorial Day scams are typically directed at military members, offering things like high-priced military loans, veterans benefits buyout plans, and misleading car sales. The Better Business Bureau says it's important to do your research before you get scammed out of a lot of money.
Do your research, you know, before you do anything. That's our most important key. That's our most powerful tool. Check into those businesses, check into those offers, make sure they're legitimate. You can run them through bbb.org to see if those companies are who they say they are and make sure that those offers are legitimate.
The Better Business Bureau Military Line provides free resources like access to scam alerts and complaint and dispute resolutions for all military branches. The proceeds from ticket sales to tomorrow's Counter Clocks game in Lexington will go to Deputy Caleb Conley's family. Deputy Caleb Conley was killed in the line of duty nearly 1 week ago now. Described as loyal worker and kind friend, Deputy Conley touched the hearts of people across the Commonwealth. One of them was Paul Goodman.
I mean, it was great. You know, I mean, he always went above and beyond, you know, anything that he did. You know, he always enforced the rules. He was always dedicated to whatever position, whatever job that he was given.
There will be a double header tomorrow for the Counter Clocks, and people will be able to exchange their tickets or use their links tomorrow as well. Some folks in Western Kentucky are enjoying the holiday weekend with music in Mammoth Cave. The event, Redneck Rave, is 5 days full of, quote, mud, music, and mayhem, according to organizer Justin Stowers. While the rave has garnered a rather infamous reputation in the area with 18 charges ranging from drug possession to providing alcohol to minors at last year's rave, attendee Pam Schaefer says the rave has evolved past that reputation.
I've been here coming for like over a year to the different raves and stuff, and I've never seen anything real bad happen, you know, and it's a lot of family, a lot of friends that are like family. They're hanging out and just doing their thing.
Stower says his next goal for the rave is to make it mobile, partying at different race parks across the state. For more information on the rave, you can visit redneckrave.com. Well, a special student is celebrating her graduation from the Kentucky School for the Deaf. Beulah Hester was awarded an honorary diploma on Friday. She was among the 4 students that graduated. The 94-year-old was supposed to graduate in the 1940s, but left her senior year to start a family. She was a dorm house parent at the school for 30 years before she retired. Hester says the KSD means a lot to her, and she was glad she could finally walk across that stage. Coming up at 11, a deal's been struck to raise the nation's debt ceiling, but it still has to make its way through Congress.
And temperatures are cool tonight, but the summer sizzle is not far away. All those details coming up in just a few minutes.